we're talking about men's health today, and here to tell us how we can get our men interested in yoga. Yeah, it's true. Please welcome the WWE's Trish Stratus and legendary baseball player, the Joe Carter. Look at you, Joe. Okay, first of all, so nice to meet you. This is my first time with you.
Yes, it is.
Such a thrill to meet you. It
Thank
really
you very
is.
much. My pleasure.
And I work with a guy named Roger Ashby on Chum FM Morning Show. He wants to know, he's got 2 of your autographs. Are they worth anything?
Well, in Canada, they're worth a lot. The U.S.
You're worth millions to me. Millions to me. Nice to have you. Nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
How did you two get together? Like, how did this happen? And yoga?
Well, we were doing your golf tournament, the Joe Carter Classic.
Right.
And so it's my mission to try and get the world to do yoga. Small little goal.
Yeah, yeah.
And so obviously guys aren't as, they're a little more hesitant than the women to try the yoga. So I asked Joe, since I'm coming up to the tournament, could I do a yoga for golfers demonstration and kind of get everyone doing some stretches?
And why is it so important that you want to get men to do yoga? Why?
Well, I believe that really yoga, everyone should be doing yoga. There's so many benefits. I mean, not only is it a great workout, but that, to have that one-on-one time with yourself, to disconnect, it's just so important.
It's real easy, too.
And it's so easy.
Yes.
Were you interested in yoga before that? It's not easy at all.
No, it's
not. But Joe, were you interested at all before she talked about it? Had you done it? Because you're such an athlete,
No, I had never done yoga.
Yeah.
You hear about some football players, I think Michael Strahan, they would do it, Herschel Walker, to kind of keep their muscles stretched out and everything. Because in football, you need to have those muscles like that where, you are loose and stretched out. But in baseball, we stand around a lot. So you never really had it in baseball.
Right.
And then when she came to the tournament and they started doing all these exercises, I said, well, yeah, I'm an athlete. I can do that. I can try that.
Yeah, right.
So how has it affected your fitness level now?
Well, it's, I play a lot of golf. And so I walk all the time now, which is great. And so doing the video, well, one thing it is affected, when I go into a hotel room, I don't sit on the couch anymore.
You have to give the background on that.
What do you mean?
We did the workouts. We did the workouts on the DVD. We did the workouts, and so we used the couch because it was basically how a lot of times the men would travel.
Right.
So they say, well, we don't have time to work out. But when you're always in your hotel room.
Yes.
And so she had the props where you use the couch, and so we spent about 4 or 5 hours doing stuff on that couch. And I'm like, no, I don't want.
Hang on. If you just tuned in, we're talking about yoga. Men and women yoga. Yeah, you did.
You
but I love
did. You
it.
did. But it's
and
good.
I can't wait to have that late night show.
We're your first guest.
But here's the thing. When you do yoga, it really it lengthens you.
Yeah.
It stretches you. It fine-tunes you. Right? That's what you're saying. And how often do you want us to do yoga? Every day?
Every day.
Well, if you're just starting out, though.
Well, let me tell you, honestly, you get a little routine going, and I do 10 minutes every morning when I wake up, 10 to 20 minutes. I get up, and I just do a little moving sequence. And I know you've been doing it a little bit, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all it is to kind of reset your body, get your breath going, and connect your breath and movement. And really, it'll start you off on a great day. And if you work out later on, bonus. If not, you've kind of moved already, so it's a good thing.
And the first time you start doing it, the first couple of days, you're going to be sore.
Yeah.
It's really sore, isn't it?
I mean, you're going to hurt where places you didn't think you could ever hurt.
Right,
Well, it's like your body's realigning, right? And,
Yes.
And what we did
You
with
center
Joe,
yourself, too, I think.
Yeah. Well, we started, I wanted to target men, so I thought, I got to make it a little more athletic. So we did some some conditioning stuff as well.
Okay.
We worked the muscles. We got our sweat on and our zen on.
All right, good. Well, design expert Ranson is right over there. Hello, my friend. Mr. Fitness, who's very, very fit. And you've tried this fitness program out for about a week. They sent you the DVD or a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And tell me, I mean, you're fit anyway, but how do you feel? It's about how you feel, isn't it?
It's how you feel. It's
very
different than what I normally do. So,
Right. What do you normally do? Tell everybody what.
I do CrossFit, which is more explosive and intense.
Yeah.
But in that we still stretch as well. But this is a lot more stretching. It's a lot more balancing. It's a lot more focusing and taking your time and just
Do you
getting
agree
in tune
with
your
Joe
body.
that you got a little sore when you first tried it, and it was
there's always muscles that you're not used to using.
Yeah,
always.
right. Okay.
And you notice that once you do an activity.
Okay.
So when you're doing some of these exercises, 2 days later you'll start to feel it. But you can't stop. You have to bear through that soreness because that's what gets you going.
Let's get over to the mats right now, and Joe and I are just going to be, well, we're just going to watch. We're going to have Trish and Ramsey. We're going to watch the experts show. Come on, so come on over here. All right. And Joe, you're going to be right here next to me. And we're going to go through a couple of these workouts, okay? So the first one is it's Joe Carter standing next to me. I'm just so sick. I'm so there. The lunging warrior. Okay, tell me what this does for your body there, Trish.
Okay, so we're going to do lunging warrior.
Lunging warrior.
What I did with Stratosphere Yoga is basically, okay, yoga's great, but we have to get the muscles going, especially as we get older, it's important. So lunging warrior combines a strength training movement as well as a yoga pose. So let's come to the top of our mat.
Top of the mat.
Okay, we're going to put our hands on our waist.
Aren't you glad you're not doing this?
Oh,
You guys feel free to kick off
no
your
one's
shoes and
happier
join
than
in.
Joe and I.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to step that left foot back and stay on the balls of your toes. Okay, and this is just a lunge. So we're going to go ahead and just
And what
lunge
muscles
forward.
do
Ready?
these work?
Well, this,
One.
if you feel your hamstrings, which feels really good, your quads, and you get that great stretch in between. And
So stop.
Really helps, doesn't it?
Yes,
Makes you
yes.
feel
We're talking
longer
about
and
the
leaner.
hamstrings, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
right now, is it being activated? You can feel that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
So
feel
this
it.
is you activate it with the movement. Then we're going to drop that back heel and sweep the
Oh,
hands up.
that's a goodie.
And we're in warrior. Right now,
Breathe.
everything's being activated. And we're going to breathe for
Yeah.
one. Looking at your thumbs.
at
Look
this
at
time, you're kind of
Two.
praying that, oh, I hope this hurry up and get over with.
And then you realize you have to do the other side as
Yes,
well.
yes.
So the
All
other
right, now
side.
step to the top of your back.
Okay, and then we're going to
do a little bit of balancing now.
Sure,
Okay,
okay.
this is what I call flamingo pose.
Okay, we've got time for one more. so
Okay,
you
we're
do
going to
that
ground our
next.
left foot into the ground, okay? Take your right foot, place your ankle on your knee, and focus on a point in front of you so you don't lose balance.
Puppies and
don't topple
flowers,
over.
puppies and flowers, puppies and flowers.
Hands into namaste, prayer position. Now we're going to raise our hand behind our head and drop that prayer. Now, since
Wow,
we're working our
Trish.
balance as well as...
do the
Hold on, I'm getting my
backflip.
Go
balance.
ahead.
The hand.
One.
I'm working on
Do
it.
the
Okay, let's do
backflip
the
now,
We're
Randy.
going to do some
Yeah.
extensions now. Ready? One.
Yeah.
Okay, and two.
Yeah.
And three. Ooh, you're doing good. And four. One more.
And Joe,
Well,
what
you
is
have
this doing?
Well, you have
Oh,
to
right
remember.
now you have your triceps, but it also helps
And
you
Joe,
with your balance. So
Yeah.
you feel everything in
Ready?
there.
Oh,
The core and everything, right?
And you know what? And
We're gonna curl.
those gloves she had on, I wore those gloves doing that. I'm like,
Two.
okay, these are little half-pound weights.
Three.
After about an hour of doing this, they felt like they were about 500 pounds.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So they were a great workout.
Well, I think you look great. I think you all look great. And
good, huh?
then, listen,
That's what
you
it's
do
about.
really
It's about
good.
the quantity.
Yeah, that's right. You're sweating already. Trish, thank you so much. Joe Carter, thanks so much. Really nice to meet you. And I want to say, everyone, come on over, guys. Everyone in our audience is going to go home with a Stratosphere prize pack, including a copy of the DVD, monthly passes to Stratosphere Studio, that's yours, of course, and Liquid Nutrition gift cards. All valued at over $200. Thanks to Joe, Trish, and Rance. We have to take a break. We'll be right back. Really good. Really good.